All right.
All right, just waiting to come back online.
Cool. So you chose to stream Twitch rather than Mixer, huh?
Yes, I want to talk to you about that as well. I want to see,
That's fine.
yeah.
Yeah, that's fine. Ask me anything.
Cool. All right. Ladies and gents, we are back. We have the beautiful and talented Robot Giggles here, mixer streamer extraordinaire, cosplayer.
Hi.
Hey, how you guys? We were just talking before, before I logged on, and she said, "Oh, I chose Twitch. What made me choose Twitch?" I wanted to ask you what made you choose Mixer before.
Ooh,
Yeah.
a good question. So Mixer, couple things.
Okay.
So Mixer has something called FTL, which is faster than light. So when the chat types, you read it immediately. So it feels a lot more like having a lifetime conversation. And people don't watch me for the gameplay necessarily. Like, you're not coming to my channel for pro tips, and you're not coming to my channel for tits, because Mixer doesn't have that. And so so you're basically my appeal as a streamer is that I can have a conversation with you, and I'm really conversational with my chat. And so to have it where people can type something and it's like it's as soon as I see it. So that's the first thing. The second thing is it's a lot less saturated. You have less viewers, but you also have less streamers. So it's a lot. If you have good content, if you're consistent, it's a lot easier to pick up momentum on Mixer.
Cool.
Mm-hmm.
I have heard about the light, the light speed, the reactive chat.
Yeah.
And that's very good. So pretty much for you, the game, because I know I've seen you play a lot of Fortnite.
Yeah.
That's really just background noise. Really, it's really just you really use that as just something to put on the screen. But it's really about you, your personality. Because I know you sometimes cosplay some of the outfits that you do.
I do.
Right. So yeah, it's really more. So you would call yourself more of like you are the entertainer. Like it's just you're.
Yeah. I mean, it's not necessarily that it's a background. Like, I'm genuinely trying to play the games. You're
trying to win.
I'm trying to win. But it's not necessarily like the main. I'm gaming. I'm gaming as hard as I can.
Right.
But you don't come to my channel to pick up.
Right.
Some games you can. I'm pretty good at Overwatch and Call of Duty, but like Fortnite, I can't. Nah.
Yeah, it's very. I was talking about it before, because there's another game called Realm Royale. Have you tried that one?
Oh, Realm Royale. Right. Yeah, I've tried it. That's High Res Studios here in Atlanta, where I live.
Oh yeah. So I like that. I like, because I know they made a lot of different changes that I haven't played since the changes, but I feel like the ceiling on Fortnite is very high when it comes to the building, and so I can see
physical ceiling, like within the game.
Right. Yes. The physical ceiling again, like it could be, it's an infinite ceiling because of the dynamic with the building. You can do so many different things with building in a first-person way that's not something that's been done before.
Yeah.
So I feel, that's why that can be played in a competitive level, and I can see people coming for pro tips. You can check your phone. It's all good. Don't even worry about it. It's all good. So, because I know you're busy. I know you got probably things to do.
No. You're good. But my boss is just blowing on my phone, but it's hold on, let me see.
Yeah, of course.
Not an emergency.
Okay. Well, that's another thing. What is it that you do on the day-to-day when you're not streaming?
Well, I don't stream full time. It'd be cool to, but I just switched jobs. I taught adults how to speak English, and then I just got a job in the marketing field, and so I'm new. Today is my second day of my new job. So I'm tired, and it sucks because when you take a break from streaming, it's hard to get that momentum back.
Right, pick it back up. Yeah. I know exactly what you mean. That's why they say scheduling is so important, and consistently hitting it.
It's true. Very true.
What was your schedule like before you got this new job? Was it always the same? Was it always part time? Was it always?
My stream schedule?
Yeah.
I streamed 4 nights a week, the same nights. It's really important to be consistent so that people can know when to tune into their favorite show.
Right.
Yeah, I also tried to mix up my times that I stream. Sometimes I'd stream early, because then you're gonna get a completely different market. Like you'll get a lot more of the Europe market if you stream earlier in the day, because they're 5 hours ahead of us. And then sometimes I stream like super late, just depending. The important thing is to just keep doing it.
Right. Just consistency, just keep hitting it. We were just talking before you got in. And I was telling that, you're going to hear a lot of the same stories when it comes to people trying to build their brand or whatever it is.
Yeah.
They're constantly hitting a wall, but they're constantly falling or whatever it is, but they're constantly doing it.
Yeah.
They're going to, the whole part of the journey is falling. If you're not ready to accept that, then maybe you just need to be in a 9-to-5 solely, and that's it. You know what I mean? This kind of thing is very hard when you're building something. You're not going to get a return right away. It's something that's going to take a little bit of time. It's like more value in it. You're growing it from the ground up.
Absolutely.
What brought you into marketing? I wanted to know, because I think it's very interesting that it put you into marketing, because I could see the correlation between, you wanted to learn how to market your brand a little bit more. Maybe you wanted to do something like that. Or maybe, I don't know, maybe you didn't even think about that. It just was me as soon as I heard it.
I wanted to get into marketing, and I just kept, it really isn't that, I didn't grind to get into a marketing job, although I really wanted one. It's more like a friend knew of somebody who had a job opening, and character reference, I ended up getting in. So lucky. I'm so lucky.
Yeah, definitely. And what did you go to school for it or anything like that?
I went to school for languages in Arabic.
Oh, that's cool. Do you speak Arabic in your stream? I never heard it, so I don't know.
A little bit.
Can you speak a little bit? Speak a little bit for the chat.
You want to say? Okay, sure. أنا اسمي سارة. أنا أدرس في اللغويات التطبيقية. أنا ساكنة بمدينة أتلانتا. أيوة.
Okay, so tell me what you said in English. I got a little bit of it. My name is this.
I said, my name is Sarah. I live in the United States, in the Atlanta area. And that's, I said,
That's cool.
Ewa. Ewa.
It was, yeah?
Yeah,
oh, cool.
like Avatar.
Oh, the last Airbender.
They were like, Ewa.
Cool. Well, so you were into, which one was your favorite, the last Airbender or Korra?
Oh, wait, I was talking about James Cameron's Avatar.
Oh, James Cameron Avatar. Okay.
Yeah.
Were you into Avatar: The Last Airbender or Korra?
Oh, I never got to see it, but I hear that the anime. No, which one's way better than the movie or something like that?
Both of them are way better than the movie.
the books, something like the books are better than the movie or something like that. People who are.
I know there was. Sorry.
Mm-hmm.
I know there was there was a live action movie which was totally garbage. And the live action movie was terrible. And but the one that was on Nickelodeon, both of them are really good.
Okay.
So I mean, if you never watched it, I think you will really like The Legend of Korra. I can see you cosplaying that one. Yeah, definitely.
On Nickelodeon.
Yeah, it was on Nickelodeon. Yeah, but now I mean, it would be on some kind of demand or something, something or other.
Yeah. I'll check it out. Probably like Hulu or Netflix.
Yeah. So what got you into doing language though? That's so interesting. And Arabic, like, was that your main, focus?
No, I was always pretty solid at languages. So people encouraged me, oh, you should just get your degree in it. So I said, all right. And I got my degree in it. I focused in Arabic because I wanted to choose a language that would be hard to learn somewhere else. Oh,
sorry, you're my daughter.
Is that your daughter?
Yeah.
Aw, how old is she?
Yes, because it's big.
Is the who?
It's the Coke.
Coke? I don't know what that is. I don't have
Coca-Cola.
I don't drink soda. Yes, it can't be mine.
Bye.
Bye. Aw, how old is she?
She said bye.
You heard
that? She's so cute.
Thank you. Yeah, she's 8 going on like 16. She already got a little bit. Yes, that's how it is. Sorry about the.
That's how 8-year-old girls are.
Yeah, right,
just
right, right.
Eight.
Yeah, right.
8:16.
Like just out of nowhere, where'd you get all this sass from?
All of a sudden they start getting,
yeah, like, what? But
they put their hand on their hips.
Yeah. Oh, the pictures when they take those sides, you're like, wait a minute, what? Retake this picture. We're gonna retake this picture.
Do a kid pose. Do a little kid pose.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. Exactly.
So you were always like you just picked up language quick. That's what you mean.
Yeah.
Cool.
I picked it up quick, and I wanted to study a language that I couldn't easily learn here in the States. I assume you're in the States. What part of the States are you in?
New York, Brooklyn, New York.
Okay,
yeah.
Brooklyn.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so it's easy to get Spanish. Pretty easy to find someone to teach you French.
Right.
Even like German, even Portuguese. But I wanted to pick a language where I wanted to pick a language where it would force me to see the world from a perspective that I hadn't seen before.
Right.
Through a source that I trusted, like the university system, rather than like a single tutor saying, "This is how Arabs think. This is how Arabs talk. This is how," and it changed my life completely. Changed my world outlook.
Wow, that's cool, and that's very interesting that you put yourself out there to do that. Like put yourself in a non-comfort area. So the environment in that class, what was the what was the coaches like? Was it predominantly certain culture, or was it a bunch of everybody?
It was cool, super cool. It was super mixed. A lot of races, a lot of ages, genders and age, race, genders, and sexualities all in that class. Truly, it was wild. Cool. You wouldn't think so. So a lot of Arabs trying to sharpen up their grammar. So I had a cool mix of like classmates who spoke Arabic who could help me along a little bit, it was really neat because the college I went to was in the city.
Okay.
And so it wasn't like the South like I live in.
You're from the South.
Atlanta.
Georgia. Right.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Yeah. And so it was a very mixed classroom environment, which is interesting because originally at the school I wanted to go to UGA. I was so serious about it, but it's kind of like all one type. It would have all been like middle class, people exactly my age, people exactly the same demographic. But in the city where I went to school, it was that complete mix. And in the end, that ended up being a much better place to learn multicultural languges.
Right. Yeah, like that melting pot of different cultures and experiences and stuff like that.
I got lucky that I didn't get into my first choice.
Right. True. It's something. It's just those trials, those humps that you get over. All of it is a learning experience, right? If that doesn't kill you, it makes you stronger, right? So
exactly, it's so good to get out of your comfort zone. So healthy.
Right.
So
and if you want to build something or create something or become better, you have to do that. You got to take those. You got to be willing to lose everything if you want to make something. That's what a lot of these. We were talking about that in the stream as well. A lot of these self-made, millionaires, billionaires, these people that have these businesses, they were willing to sacrifice all because it was what they felt. It was their passion. It was what they wanted. So you have to be willing to do that. But I wanted to move to. I know that. Well, first I wanted to say about the whole. Well, I think I'll save that one. I'm gonna save that one because I wanted to get into. I want to get into how is it. Do you feel the dynamic is that you're also a wife?
Yes.
You're doing part-time streaming. You went to school. You also now are you have your full-time job. Like how is it juggling all of that? How do you make it work?
It's hard.
I bet.
It's really hard to maintain relationships. I think so you have to be a multitasker to the extreme, and I'm not always really good at it. I feel like I don't give my stream the energy that it deserves and my cosplay the energy that it deserves. But you got to prioritize, and like number one, you got to prioritize your health, whether it's spiritual or physical. And then number two, my husband. Nothing like if I feel like I'm streaming too much, and we're not hanging out, streaming gets cut every time. Even if I really, really want to stream, family has always got to come first because that's part of health.
Right. Yes, it is.
And so he, it has, so I'm lucky that he has a job but that's how I got started streaming. He's got a job where he's in online phone chats with like Singapore, and he's from like 9 to 11, and I'm like, stream time,
Right.
because
Okay.
it's not taking away from each other's time
Right.
at all.
Right.
But if it were to start to, that would get cut. So you have to have your orders in priority, and the ones on the bottom get cut.
Right.
Health, husband, work, then streaming.
Right. It's true. Yeah. It's definitely right, because it was a quote that I once read, that it's not up to a partner to make you feel happy. You have to be happy with you, and with happiness comes health. That all the mind body connection is something that you have to do for yourself.
So
they can be your rock, or they could help motivate you, but it's on you to do it. And nobody and then you come with your connections, because obviously I would assume that being married, you chose him because he's also he's the yin to your yang, so he has to be making you stronger and things of that nature.
Yeah,
and helping you out.
When I first, I'll answer the question. I know, I'm sure you're asking, like, what does he think of streaming?
Oh yeah, that was gonna be next.
Yeah, I in the cosplay.
Right, yeah.
And it was weird at first, because like, I only started gaming 2 years ago, and streaming, and it's okay. And so like, he was like, "What is this?" And the point is, like, I'm not ashamed of anything that I said. Like, I genuinely examined it. Am I doing something that's gonna hurt my relationship, my image,
right.
And I was like, I really am not. And so I invited him to come. I'm like, watch me as long as you want. Get into my Instagram, look at everything.
Right.
And so when he started, because he wasn't sure how he felt about it at first, because like a lot of streamers, especially, no offense, especially on Twitch, a lot of girl streamers, IRL streamers.
Right.
I don't need to say more.
Right, no, definitely 100%. That's the next question that I was gonna go into with you.
Yeah. Some of them, they're not all created equal, and some of them I'm very close to, even the IRL streamers. But once he saw what the atmosphere that I was creating in my personal stream was like, I mean, like, I wear hoodies.
Right.
I still get trolled a lot.
Oh yeah. It's gonna be there. Yeah, it's gonna be there. No matter what.
But when he realized the majority of people weren't in there to be thirsty,
right,
and they're mostly just sort of hanging out, like having a good time, and when he got the vibe of like what I was really putting out and what people were there for, then he was actually not only cool with it, he set all this up.
Oh, nice. So he supported the dream once he. That's the goals of relationships. It's easy to get into a relationship, but it's hard to find someone that's gonna really push the envelope for you. And
exactly.
You be their rock, they your rock, they help you, you help
them. Exactly.
Well, God bless that you found something like that.
I know.
So what got you? Because I know you were saying that he was into talking to people in Singapore. But so did he give you the idea for streaming, or was it like how did the idea to like, you know what, I want to do this as a part-time?
Oop, 1 second.
Yeah, of course.
Oh, interesting. On your stream, I'm kind of stretched out, I think.
Oh.
That's okay. I just went to check your stream.
Oh, cool. Yeah, there was people asking some questions, or they were, commenting. So
I know, honestly. Hi guys. God's gift to PvP.
Yeah. that's my buddy.
I Psycho Tick Joker.
Yeah, Psychotic Joker. That's my buddy too.
Oh, Psycho Tick.
Yeah.
So repeat. Hi, Meteor. Is that a mod when they're orange?
Yeah. Oh, so the mods are the ones with the little sword.
The sword.
Yeah, the little sword. Those are mods, and the ones with the little star, the subscribers, stuff like that. So.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. And follows and stuff like that.
I thought I followed.
You did. Yeah, you did.
Okay, cool.
I appreciate that as well. Thank you. Thank you for the support and love. Like I was saying before, I was talking to that guy that's in the Psychotic Joker that said, if other people that I network with, that I feel, a vibe that motivate, when they make it, I make it. I feel like I make it. I feel good when other people are doing something and then they're doing what their passion and they're succeeding. I feel like it's nothing for me to forward somebody's information or help them network, because we're all trying to. It doesn't take for you to go down for me to go up. We could all go up together. There's a lot for everybody out here.
Yeah.
So
it's true.
Yeah.
It's true.
That's so I appreciate that. I appreciate it.
Yeah.
What were you gonna say?
Absolutely. No, I forgot your first question.
Oh, about the so because I know you were talking about how your husband is into phone calls overseas. I thought you were gonna make a connection. That's how you got into streaming.
No, I got into streaming because Hold on, how do I answer this? I got bored, and then that's another thing is Microsoft's Mixer.
Mm-hmm.
Like on Mixer, you can stream directly from your Xbox. You just hit if you have a Kinect, which I did. You just hit start stream. So one day I just turned the Kinect on and kept playing. I think it was Destiny 2.
Okay.
And I just turned it on, and then some people came in and they started talking, and I was like, oh hey, and it was just super fun to see. It was super fun to like share a gaming experience with a lot of people.
Right. Especially some of those single player games and stuff like that. Well, Destiny's not a single player game, right? Or it can be played single player.
Yeah, it's like a multiplayer RPG.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that's cool. And so it was the ease of it as well, right? Like it was just you clicked on it. Yeah, you clicked on it.
Which was kind of brilliant on that's on Microsoft's part, to have it be one click like that.
Right.
So you get a lot of Xbox players. There's disadvantages to being on Mixer too.
Well,
it's a different vibe.
We want to go into that a little bit more because.
Yeah, like it's a really heavily majority Xbox players, and then probably 50-50 Xbox and PC. Very few PlayStation. You get a lot of PlayStation. You got a lot of the streamers switch to PlayStation to get the exclusives, just to be the very first ones to stream it.
Right. And then they stream it on Switch or something like that.
They stream it on Mixer. You can stream anything on Mixer.
Oh, okay. So you see people. They'll go and get the exclusives for PlayStation, but they'll stream from PlayStation to Mixer?
Yeah.
Oh, wow, that's cool.
You can stream. You can stream from your phone to Mixer. You can stream. I did cosplay streams. People stream themselves watching movies. Anything.
Ooh, that's cool.
Cooking. Same as Twitch.
Yeah. But I see it. It's cool. That's a cool idea. So now, cosplay. How did you get into that world?
How's her aim? She PvP. What's her KDD ratio? What's her favorite? I'll answer those in a second. I got into cosplay because there's a convention in Atlanta called Dragon Con, and I went, and I swore to myself I would not be left out of the fun the next year.
Right.
So I just made something really easy. I drew like a fake tattoo on myself, and like I think I was like a zombie killer or something basic, and then it was all downhill from there. It just spiraled. I just kept wanting to do bigger and bigger, and the more attention you get, and the more you have people be like, "Hey, you're so and so," and you're like, "Yeah," and they're like, "Can we get a picture?" Like, "Yeah," and everyone's just drinking and having a good time. Like the more attention you get, it's like, oh, totally addictive, because it's not just attention from people; it's attention from people who love what you love.
Right.
And so you're immediately, it's like a way to like seek out of an audience people who have a ton in common with you, because if they know who you are, like the fact that people knew that I was Annie from Attack on Titan, instant bond.
Right. True. Because they love what you love. They love the same anime that you love. Right. That's crazy. So you gonna answer everybody in the chat?
Okay, let's see. How's her aim? Depends on the game. Call of Duty, it's okay. My kill to death ratio in Call of Duty is something like 1.6, but in Fortnite, oh god. So I don't know. It's the
hard.
The third person.
That's another thing too. That's another dynamic that's a lot different, where a lot of first person shooters don't really, practitioners don't really get it. And I'm telling you, that build dynamic is crazy. Like I'm like,
Yes,
what?
it's fun. It's fun, and it'll be what keeps it on top, even with all these battle royale games coming
Right,
out.
right.
What do you play?
Well, I'm usually just playing World of Warcraft, really.
Oh, what cool.
In World
Yeah.
of Warcraft, Horde side right now, and really just making videos for it.
That's
like you
cool.
said, I don't know how it is for Mixer. Maybe Mixer streamers will get a little bit more notice when it comes to World of Warcraft, but on
Hmm.
Twitch, it's crazy. It's like one of the top one, two, or three all the time. So it's very hard to be found
Yeah,
when it's
it
like
is.
that. So I just do videos for it on the regular, but mostly just this, mostly the IRL, talking to people, trying to spread knowledge and motivation to
Hmm.
other people. Um, the
That's
basis
cool.
that I started this was because there's a lot of things that I don't know. So while I'm
Hmm.
figuring it out, other people could you'll find out with me. And it could be some
Yeah,
interactive way of learning things like, the cosplay thing. I really wanted to dig deep with you on your experiences and some of the things that I heard about cosplay because I really
yeah,
don't understand it. I really don't know it. I've heard some
yeah,
things, I've heard some good, heard some bad. So,
yeah,
I like to talk to people that's in it, and what their opinion because I know you talk about the again like with the stream you don't want to show certain aspects of yourself that other people are very willing to show um
yeah.
and I heard and in the cosplay community I heard that was there's a big controversy with that so I wanted to know
It is.
how you have you experienced it how you
Ooh,
what's your
good,
side of the story on it how your point of view.
good controversial question. I like it. I like it. Um, my point, are you talking, to clarify, are you talking about males and females who wear nothing and call it cosplay and then get a lot of attention?
Oh well, that yes, and because so I heard just in passing I guess it was an article or something where there were people
Hmm.
complaining about
Hmm.
how some people wear scantily clad things and get more attention, get more sponsors, things of that nature, and the other people that are really putting their effort into these costumes, they're not getting
Hmm.
as noticed as much. So they were feeling like that it was kind of unfair and things of that nature,
Hmm.
So,
Hmm.
and yeah, also from a gender's perspective as well, there's some people that come
Hmm.
out, they have, I guess, some of these, certain type of body types and get noticed. Well,
Hmm.
so I wanted to get your
Yeah.
yeah.
My thought is that everyone should be able to I think that people who are adults, like, you can do what you want with your body.
Mm,
I think that, like, I think, though, as far as a cosplayer, I don't think that someone who just, like, is wearing nothing is as respectable as someone who worked super hard on a full armor build.
mm,
And I think that not because I think there's anything wrong with showing off what you got. I just
mm.
don't think that it's good cosplay.
Right, right,
I don't think it's good cosplay, and I think it's cheap, and it is given kind of a bad rap. It's a really, really easy way to get likes. It's a really,
right,
really easy
right,
way to get follows. Um, but if that's your brand, that's your brand. Because the people who do full armor builds, they're gonna get attention
right, right.
for those full armor builds. But yeah, it can be really frustrating when
I was gonna say, have
people are
you felt the frustration in that, or like, does it affect you personally, or around
yeah.
you?
Yeah, it's really it affects me because it's immensely frustrating because it's tempting. Because if you just take a different style of picture, you could have a lot more exposure. You could have sponsorships. You could have this.
Right.
So it's frustrating that it feels like choosing morality doesn't pay off sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
But at the end of the day, though, the people following cosplayers who are wearing nothing, they're not following for the right reasons, and they're not following because they're skilled crafters.
Right.
I'll take I'll take a small handful of people in my stream, on my channel, on my Instagram, who are really into like crafting and
Mm-hmm.
foam work and nerding out with me, and they're there for the right reasons, than like
Right.
a whole sea of you know,
Other
neck.
things, yeah,
Yeah.
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 Oh
Yeah.
man. Well, first of all, I want to appreciate the follow on Twitter. Thank you very much.
Yeah, I just follow.
Love, 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 and I definitely I want to come at two of my opinions. I definitely and I appreciate what you're saying on
Mhm.
that because I tell my
Mhm.
daughter that I said, listen, you don't want the wrong attention, and she's
Mhm.
young, but she, so for instance, I'll give you a little history. So I'm a single father. She
Mhm.
lives with me,
I
so
was
she goes,
wondering.
yeah, yeah, yeah. So she goes to her mother's house, every other weekend.
Mhm.
So I got her a cell phone, and obviously I'm gonna keep tabs on the cell phone. I know where she is and things of that nature. So one time I was having a drink at a bar. So I'm looking at my phone and I'm like, oh, there's some new pictures here. I know I didn't take them, so I'm looking, and it's my daughter taking these pictures that are not appropriate. Let's just say. So yeah, and so I'm looking, and I flipped in the bar. And then so everybody they're calming me down. They're calming me down, and I'm like, okay, let me be calm. Let me calm down, and I'm just gonna have a conversation with her. And so she came home, and then I just sat her down. She was with it's crazy. I remember like it was yesterday because she was sitting down. My mother was there. I had first showed my mother the picture, and I'm saying, look, we're gonna have a conversation with her. And so I said, listen, I want to talk to you. And then she said, so I said, sit down right here. So I told her the picture, and I said, I just want to know what was going through your head when you took these pictures.
Yeah.
And then she, I guess she felt like she was in trouble, so she didn't say anything. So I said, listen, you're not in trouble here. I just want to know, because I feel that I'm not doing something right here, for you to feel the need to take these pictures, because you are, you're a beautiful, you're a beautiful girl, you don't have to put on makeup and things of that nature to show your beauty. You don't want the wrong attention by taking these pictures. People are going to look at you in a way that you don't want to be seen as by taking pictures like this. You're going to get the bad attention. There's good attention and bad attention, or attention for the wrong reasons. And this is not the person that you are. This is not the person that I'm raising. So why did you feel the need to take this? She said, oh, I want to take these pictures because I knew I could do it in my mother's house. But, so I said, pretty much you're telling me that you knew you could get it over on her and not me. And, she was like, yeah, I did it because I could do it. I said, okay, I'm not mad. I would appreciate you if you didn't do this, because like I said, again, when you grow up and you get older and these, you do these kinds of things, you're not going to get the attention that you really want. Attention that has value. To you as a woman and as a person. It's already hard enough for you as a woman. It's already hard enough for you. So you don't want to add on it by getting the wrong, giving off the wrong attention or giving off the wrong vibe. So hearing you say that, it's kind of like, it feels like I'm reinforcing that fact, because it's true. You want to hold yourself to a certain moral standard, what you feel that is right to you. I don't know, maybe it was how you were raised by your parents, or your culture, religion.
Well, my thing, it's all of those, how I was raised, in religion and stuff like that, definitely. But it's also, I really want to emphasize that, like, everyone expresses themselves differently.
Right.
Everyone has a different brand. You just have to decide what your brand is and how you want to present yourself. Like you're talking about with your daughter, like, what kind of attention do you want? And I'm not hating on people. If they want a certain kind of attention, all power to them. But that's not me.
That's not you, right? Exactly.
Yeah.
And it's interesting too, because I feel this rise of this feminist movement type of thing, women are very upset when men, let's say, catcall them and certain things like that. But you are wearing something, and men are visual creatures. I don't understand what a lot of women expect. You know what I mean? Like, you get, if you, I mean, you're a woman. Yeah,
you are controversial.
Yeah, it's true, because I try to have these conversations as devil's advocate, because sometimes I know women may feel a certain kind of way, but at the same time, sometimes you dress in a certain kind of way that it's very hard for me not to say, or people to not say something to you. So I really don't understand how that works.
You do have to be careful about, though. You can't be like, oh, I'm talking to a woman a certain way, or looking at a woman because it's her fault, because she's baiting me into it. Because at the end of the day, like, what you consider, appropriate clothing varies so drastically from culture to culture.
Right, like it's subjective, right? Definitely.
So first of all, it's cultural about what's appropriate. Second of all, it's like, you got to be careful not saying like, oh, well, I acted like that, I looked at her because she was asking for it. That you have to tread on thin, tread softly there. But I just think but at the same time, I think it's really important to be aware of what you're presenting, and make sure that that's your choice to present yourself that way.
Right.
whatever it may be.
Right, true. It's very, very interesting. There's a podcast I want to link to you one of these days.
Yeah.
Probably later on that because I listen to I try to get as much viewpoints and as much
That's good.
views on everything that I can, and one of it when I was listening to this like old woman's podcast about the situation, and there's this woman that said when I got comfortable with myself, I understood that it doesn't matter what I'm wearing. Men are gonna look at me or catcall me or whatever, and it just it rolls off me now.
That's my life.
Yeah, right. But it's true. Like I feel like I don't just I may, as a man, I'm not gonna lie, I may look at a woman that's scantily clad and look because of wow, I can't I'm like wow, you really did it. You're like you out here doing. I mean hey look, I got eyes the same way you have the choice to wear what you want. I'm not gonna make you feel uncomfortable. I try to, do the best that I can to not try to make you feel uncomfortable. But, at the same time, I think that there's room to grow for both of us. You have to, as long as I'm not putting, I tell my daughter this all the time, don't, as long as they're not putting their hands on you, you gotta have a little bit thicker skin to let things roll off for you.
Well, speaking of thick skin, if you're gonna be a female and a streamer or just a streamer, my God, you have got to be. It used to mess me up when people would make comments. It used to like really mess me up and I used to like lose sleep at night, and then, then I think I don't know what changed really. Now that I think about it, I think it was going to conventions and meeting the other streamers in person, having a drink with them, having a coffee with them, hanging out with them, and exchanging stories to realize that like
it's not just you.
And you hear the meanest things said about you, or like really inappropriate comments, and then now I'm just like you guys are probably just two 9-year-olds daring each other to
right like, letting it roll off. I was talking to again in conversation, the having freedom of speech, you're not always gonna make everybody feel good with what you say. That's the basis of the freedom of speech. It's not always going to be nice, but I appreciate someone educating me on something that I don't know. I might say something that might offend you. Educate me. Okay, cool. I'm willing to be educated, but at the same time, I'm going to educate you. We're going to educate each other. We're going to grow together. There's a way for both of us to coexist here. With certain of these dynamics. Yeah, and it's just about knowledge. The only thing I would be totally against is, like, I guess you could say censoring or making someone do something, against, I guess, like freedom of speech or something like that, or like forcing me to call you something that by penalty of law. That's what I'm because again like for instance, let's say I call you a robot and you're like, yo, don't call me that. Okay, I apologize. I didn't mean to. I didn't know that it was something that was sensitive. But if you say, if I call you robot and you call the police on me and they arrest me for calling you robot,
Yeah, well, that's not America anymore, is it?
Yeah, right. And that's what I'm saying. It's getting to a little turn where you're like, things are starting to really get messy, when it comes to, consent and things of that nature. This whole the Harvey Weinstein thing coming up and all that, and everybody speaking out, it's very big and it's really shifting and making you really think about how you approach relationships or even just conversation with the opposite sex.
Yeah. The Weinstein Company declared bankruptcy last month.
Wow, that's how much bad press they're getting, huh? Yeah.
It ruined them.
All right. I mean, and imagine that. Imagine, you be getting ruined by one thing that you didn't even know. Well, I mean, his is different.
Have you read any of the testimonies though?
Oh no, I have not.
They are the most horrifying accounts you've ever heard. Like total American Horror Story. Like it's truly gut turning. We're not just talking about like some movement, some feminist movement. Like the accounts as a father will make you sick. Yeah, with Harvey Weinstein, it's truly creepy. The man was deranged, really, really. But he is, he's not an example of all men. Right.
100%.
Thank God.
Yeah, right. Well, we'll be in real trouble. I'll be in trouble because I'm. That's why I still definitely keeping up martial arts because I'm knocking somebody out. They put their hands on my daughter. It's going down. Something's happening.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, so
Yeah.
you answer some of the questions from PvP. If you got it.
What were we asking?
Let's see. Can you Fortnite in first person? That was what media said.
No, you can't. You can't switch to first person. It's third person only.
That's like,
And building is really hard on the Xbox. It's a lot better with the WASD.
yeah. Well, I've always had a better time coming when any kind of shooters on the PC. I just feel like that's how it should be.
I bought my first PC game like 2 weeks ago, Overwatch, because I play so much on the Xbox. I wanted to learn a game where I already know the strategy of this.
Right. So at least now it's just really fine tuning just the W. Was it WASD?
Yeah. just the motor skills. Yeah.
Right.
Do you play World of Warcraft on PC?
Yeah.
That's only on PC.
Yeah, it's only on PC. Yeah. I do. Well, I used to be really hard on Overwatch. Oh my god, I love it. Really? That game is it's really fun. It's just
Let me guess your main.
Go ahead.
No, I've got. No, man, this is hard. Damn.
Yeah, you probably won't get it.
A tank?
Nah.
No. Okay, Farah.
No. She was my first main. Yes, she was. I definitely started playing. I played the game. I started playing with her.
Sombra.
I do like Sombra. She's not my main. She's not.
Are you a DPS?
No, not DPS.
Oh, not a tank, not a DPS. Zenyatta.
No.
Dang, I lost. Too many guesses.
Mercy.
No.
Yeah, I love Mercy. That's why I say you never would have guessed it. Yeah, Mercy.
Guess my main.
I can see you as.
You'll never guess.
A Soldier 76.
Oh, that's pretty good.
Yeah,
pretty good.
That's it.
Nope.
Oh, I was like, yeah.
Okay, wait. Chat's guessing healer. Do you think I'm a healer, chat? Do you guys really think I'm healer?
I mean,
Junkrat. Why Junkrat? Do I look like Junkrat?
No.
TikTok.
Junkrat. That's interesting. Nah, no, I wouldn't pick you as a healer just because I know that you like to play Fortnite.
That's an interesting guess.
I wouldn't pick you for a healer.
But what if I'm bad at Fortnite? So I am a healer. True. I'm a healer.
Yeah.
Lucio. I've got hundreds of hours of Lucio.
Nice. That's crazy. Wow, both healer mains. I guess we can't play together.
Yeah, stereotypically, if somebody saw a picture of you and a picture of me and they said, which one likes Mercy, which one likes Lucio?
Right, yeah. The roles would be reversed. Oh my god, that's interesting. I didn't think about that. Put a little picture of us both up here, put our Overwatch mains, and we're like, wait a minute.
Yeah. If you ever do come down to Dragon Con, you better cosplay as Lucio and I'll cosplay as Mercy.
Definitely.
This is a shout out.
Well, it's funny. I was talking to the chat and I said, this next year coming up, I'm really trying to go out there and, solidify some of these connections that I made, doing this and, trying to make the circle a little bit bigger. So really trying to put in money on trying to visit, some of you guys. I got a couple of people in Florida and try to make the you laughing a lot. What's going on?
they said we both pointed to each other at the same time.
I'm telling you, we're gonna have to do a dual stream with Overwatch and we get back in it.
You gotta go back and get a picture of that and send it to me. If there really is a point,
if anybody clipped it, clip it.
Yes, someone's gotta clip it.
Yeah,
that'd be good.
That's crazy.
Yeah, that's funny.
But yeah, like I was telling you before about the the Mixer Twitch trying to stream it thing. As long as you don't do it at the same time, I think it's like 24 hours after you stream.
You can do. Are you Twitch partner?
Affiliate. Yeah, affiliate.
So you can get subscribed to. I don't know what Twitch's rules are, but Mixers you can stream at the same time, simulcast.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, you should try it.
Yeah.
The problem is the chats, though. It's hard to keep up with two chats. Truly. Yeah. And usually I haven't seen a lot of people who simul stream blow up like if you focus on one. Just in all honesty,
right? It does make sense because it's either like like for instance, obviously if I was to like let's say dual stream with you on Mixer, obviously it's your community that would probably be the majority there. So it's either, it seems like that would be a dynamic of where like somebody's carrying somebody else.
Well, it always is like that, in all fairness.
That's true.
And sometimes I get people on who I want to carry, who I want to give a boost and just a shot of followers. Hey, I'm telling you right now, and like if you come over to Mixer, I'll co-stream with you and give you. I can already tell that you would be fine on my channel. You seem genuine. That's why I agreed to do this interview anyway. I've been asked a lot, and I've said no to all but like 2, you and one other.
Oh, I appreciate it. I appreciate it.
Mm-hmm, yeah,
that's what I try to do. I try to bring out that. Love. It's always love, motivation first. Uplifting everybody.
Well, I could also tell that you were sincere. I didn't feel like you were trying to promote yourself. I felt like you just I felt like you had a really good channel. Like you're just trying to get your channel. You're just trying to get it going and having a good interview. And I got that vibe off of you. So I said, okay. And sure enough, I feel like I've been right so far. You haven't thrown me anything overly controversial, but I'm still waiting.
Oh, no. I'm trying to make sure it's cool. It's first time. I don't want you to be like, I'm never talking to this dude again. So I'm trying to, make sure it's all good. I mean, it's not really too many super controversial things I talk about. I wouldn't do any like religion or politics. Those are the real controversial stuff that I don't think I have I think that's more something that you would want to do in person with someone that, at least it'll be within that, that group.
True.
But not all over the net. Like that's not something that I feel like needs to be out there like that.
This is true. It's a good point.
Whoa, but yeah, I definitely. I mean, I've been really wanting to get back into Overwatch, but the whole reason that I quit is because I didn't really have like a few people to play with. That I would want. So, it was usually me by myself, but I mean, I was playing hard. And it sucks to play as a healer. I mean,
yes.
And especially if you're playing as a healer by yourself, oh my God, I feel like it's one of the most stressful things in the world because I feel like nobody really cares about what you're doing. You could do all these great things and you're just, that's what you got to do. But okay, hey, we got to do whatever we got to do.
Yeah, exactly.
So I feel like, a team is usually better to do it.
Yeah, well, if I played a PC, you'd have to carry me because, again, like, I don't do WSD. Like, I was playing, like, I've only played, like, 3 rounds, and, like, I was like, I can't do this. And I just plugged my controller and switched to Lucio, and it was like,
it was all good.
Night and day.
Right. Yeah, it's definitely something to get used to, PC controls. But I usually love those type of challenges. Anything that I'm like learning something new and putting myself in there, like I just do it. I'm a fighting game fan. I started off with fighting games, so those are usually with those games, those are like some of the hardest games in the world to really get.
Oh, hey Peep, this is I posted you in my Discord. This is one of my
cool.
Moderators.
Oh. Welcome, Pete.
Hey, Pete. Welcome.
Appreciate you coming through and sharing some of this love out here that we're trying to spread.
Yeah. Sorry about that. I didn't mean to interrupt.
No. What questions you got? What do you want to read out?
Oh, I don't know. Does chat have any questions? I don't think chat has any questions. Pete, do you have any questions for me? You can use controller and PC. Yeah, you can. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know.
Nah, it was just real comments and everything like that. Howdy, absolutely. Yeah. Thank you for coming through. Appreciate the love, everybody. Any questions you guys got, Robot will definitely answer. He's definitely into it. I appreciate it.
I can hang out until my Uber Eats comes.
Oh, cool. What did you order?
Pho, like Vietnamese noodle soup.
Oh, I don't know. Never heard of it. That's cool.
It's weird. It's like rice noodles in the beef broth, and they put little rare slices of steak real thin, and they put it in pink, and you watch it cook in the hot broth. You watch it cook in front of your eyes. It's amazing. Oh, cool. And all the flavor goes under the broth, but it's kind of like strange to get used to at first because they add a bunch of leaves in there, like basil and thyme and stuff. But I'm a little under the weather, so I wanted like a soupy food. But in all honesty, it looks like something that somebody would get on a sci-fi movie, like
that's the look. I gotta check it. I gotta check this look. How it looks.
It looks like something that like you would get on the streets of Blade Runner in a rainy Tokyo city. Like it looks like,
it must have. Which Blade Runner was your favorite?
All Blade Runners are my favorite. That's my favorite movie. Robot. Anything.
Yeah, that was favorite. I thought it was a little.
Absolutely.
I mean, I don't want to
It's
sound
good
too
stuff.
controversial, but do you remember the one with Harrison Ford where he just kind of like threw himself on her? You remember that one? He was like,
The original Blade Runner.
he was like, open your mouth. I was like, whoa.
That's right. I forgot about
Yeah,
that.
I was like, whoa.
I've never been a fan of Harrison Ford, and I know that's total blasphemy because he's, he's Indiana and
Yeah, he is.
Han Solo, but he's just so grumpy.
Yeah, like real life. You mean like just Harrison Ford in real when he's on his day to day? Yeah, he does seem like that, unless he's drunk, and then you see him passing the drinks around.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Well, his Family Guy's like, I'm drunk. Let's go fly a plane or whatever. Yeah,
and crash it, and it's all good.
You have to keep in mind that in the 80s, that was hot.
Right. True. That's true. Yeah. That's what I when I noticed it when I was watching it again. I was like, yeah, that was the times though. So you gotta really think about it like that. Peep, thank you for the follow, my friend. Blessings and blessings to you and yours. He said, Holly, I can take you to a full restaurant close to Queens since tomorrow. All right, cool. Meteor is my Meteor 316 is my daughter's godfather, actually. So he said he could take me to a Vietnamese restaurant.
That's awesome. I have to go here. My boss now does need me, but
Okay.
I'll answer a few more questions. My favorite cosplay I ever did in my life and why? That's a good question. If you go on my, and I'm not trying to promote myself, but on my Instagram.
Oh, don't
you
worry,
can
I beat you to it.
I
already put it in there.
That's very nice. On my Instagram, you can see my Dark Vanguard Fortnite skin. And I like it because in the game, it's like a orange fitted astronaut suit.
Oh yeah, okay, now I remember.
I like it because in the game it lights up, and I actually used light up wiring, wired it. It lit up with battery packs.
Wow.
Thanks guys. Favorite actor for both of us? It's a good question. My favorite actor.
Oh, sorry. No, you go first. Ladies first.
No, you go first. Actually.
Okay. Mine's is Tom Cruise.
Really? Tell me why.
I mean, I never watched a movie of Tom Cruise that I didn't like. He's so he's so consistent. He's still doing it. You know, the Mission Impossibles are amazing. Yeah, that's really it.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, his personal life may be something different, but that's his personal life. When I see him on the screen,
yeah,
you know, I love what he does.
Yeah, exactly.
And yours?
Robin Wright, the one
who played in Wonder Woman.
Yes, and Princess Bride. She was
Bride,
Princess
right?
Buttercup, and she was in Blade Runner 2047.
2047, yeah. But she got
it's hard
shot.
for me to not say 2077. Yeah, and she was in like a lot of Everest,
right.
and she was in like a lot of like really I just like her because it's rare to have like such a beautiful actress that you liked as a little girl that you still
that's so
like
consistent,
as an
right?
adult.
That's what I mean. Yeah,
and
so
she's still beautiful, and she's still BA. Yeah. Yeah.
You said Russell Crowe. Oh, wow, nice.
Really? That's a good. Wait, he was what? Not is Braveheart? No.
No, Russell Crowe, Gladiator.
Gladiator.
Right. Gladiator. That's
Yeah,
yeah, that was a good one.
That's a good one. I was reading a Reddit post, and I'll say, I was reading a Reddit post, and it was like what famous movie line would sound completely different if you said it in a soft little voice, and it was like Gladiator. Are you not entertained?
Oh yeah, that does sound about right. That would sound a little weird.
Wesley Snipes is yours.
Wesley Snipes is mine. Oh yeah, that's cool. Blade was definitely good. Blade 1 and 2. He had a lot of good hits. What was the one with him and Woody Harrelson and J-Lo? I forgot that movie. But that was a good movie. I like that one too. Yeah. Something about the Money Train. I think it was Money Train.
Yeah, I don't know.
A good movie. I like that one.
Yeah, I haven't seen it. Tell you what, if you let me run and go, I have to take a picture of a receipt and send it to my boss, blah, 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 blah.
Yeah.
If you just let me go get this picture, I'll come back and wait till the food gets here.
You take all the time you need. I could entertain these guys, entertain them. Back. You know, I know you're the real star of the show, but you know, I got you for now.
Not true. I will be back.
No problem. So guys, what's going on? Gladiator, Les Mis. He was in Les Mis? Russell Crowe. Oh man, I gotta watch that one because I know Anne Hathaway. Ooh, Anne Hathaway, the beautiful Anne Hathaway was in that one, and who was his name? Wolverine. What's his name? Hugh Jackman. Hugh Jackman was in there, right? Yeah, The Art of War with wait, the art was it? Was it The Art of War? Art of War. Who was in that one? The Art of War. Who was in The Art of War? All right, bedtime for me, night giggles. All right, I'll let her know that you said good night. Peep, I appreciate the follow, my friend. Have a good night. Blessings to you and the family. I hope to see you again. Yep, Hugh Jackman. Yeah, Hugh Jackman was in it. I really like Hugh Jackman, man. Hugh Jackman is cool, man. I mean, to stay consistent like that, man, and yo, his workout ethic, his just work ethic in general is amazing. Susan, thank you for stopping by. Say hello to you in chat. Wouldn't be happy to say it. How do you find your co-host? I found her on Instagram, man. Instagram, social media is a beautiful way to meet different people that are not from around you, but around the way, like where we're from and everything like that, and have that same vision, that same passion. Just maybe just in a different way. We're both content creators, but she does it in a different way than me. She cosplays as well. I wanted to get her on because I wanted to learn more about the cosplay scene. If you remember Cisco, Rudy, if you remember him from GameStop, the Spanish dude, he does photography for cosplay. So I was getting a little bit of knowledge from him. I'm getting a little bit of knowledge from her on the cosplay scene and just how she's doing things, and just spreading love and knowledge, man, and things that people love to hear and want to hear. You know what I'm saying? So, and she's beautiful person, what I'm saying? She's willing to take the time to do this, with me. So, why not? I'm willing to talk to anybody. You know how I am. Yeah, I remember him. Yeah, dude, he's doing pictures of cosplay. If you want to check out some of his stuff, man, I'll send you a link to his info. I think I put it in earlier, but you weren't in here. So I could do that. Just give me a sec. Yeah. Oh.
Hey.
Hey. How'd everything go?
How's it going?
All good. How'd everything go?
Okay, peeps out. Pretty good. I might have to let you go here.
No problem.
Yes,
I appreciate you taking the time.
Yes. No problem. Ooh,
you want to plug in? You want to plug in some of your? Please plug in some of your your Mixer, your Instagram. I also am gonna plug you in some of your stuff in personal message later on.
No problem. Don't worry about it.
My friend that does cosplay photography. I think I told you about him. I think did I send you his info already?
I don't think so.
Okay, so I'll send it to you. Because he does cosplay photography. I really think that you'll like what he does. He's very respectful of women. His fiance does it with him. So I think you'll have a definite vibe with him.
Where's he based out of?
Oh yeah, Queens. So he's out here in New York with me and everything like that. But he does. I know he travels. And I think as far as he's gone, it's to the the Midwest, like the South, like the mid and anything in the East Coast. And I think next year he's gonna be a little bit more selective on what he does. But Dragon Con, I think, is one of them.
Really?
He wants to hit. Yeah. So
he does Dragon Con. Definitely give it to me.
Yeah, definitely. I'll put it in. Yeah, put it in your inbox and all that. Any shout outs, anything like that you want to do before you go eat your food?
Shout out to you.
Oh, appreciate it.
All right, just tell him to come stream on Mixer with me, guys.
Oh, I will. I will do that too. I'm definitely. I'll you know what I could also do if I do since it's a Blizzard game. If I do Overwatch, maybe you'll pick up World of Warcraft, and I'll help you in there.
Oh my gosh, I know a lot of people who would be really happy to. But the reason I haven't gotten into WoW is because I heard it's really intimidating for a beginner to get into.
It is. That's why I always, if you're gonna go to WoW, I always I set up a community just specifically to help people. To help people, grind through dungeons and things of that nature. Because it is very intimidating, and a lot of people can be very mean when it comes to like oh. You suck or whatever, blah blah blah. Learn your class and things like. So if you're with me, I'll definitely carry you and get you. That's where you want to be. If it's something that you're into, yeah.
I'm into it. That's so, scary.
Don't be too scared. I got you. Oh snap! I missed it. The Gamer G440. That's a friend of yours.
No.
Well, I appreciate it.
Gamer, I don't know. At least I don't. Maybe I don't know.
Okay.
Uninstall, rethink your life. Ha. All right. Well, thank you for having me.
All right, no problem. Oh my God, it's the Mercy Healer. That's me. Yeah, that's me. Well, thank you again. I appreciate that. You know, a lot of people are coming in and trying to trying to talk to you now, but unfortunately you got to go. We'll definitely do this again. I mean, if you have if you have the time and you're not streaming or something like that. Okay.
Anytime.
Well, blessings to you and the family. You know, have a good meal.
Thank you.
All right, and take care.
Have a wonderful night.
You too.
Bye.
All right, guys. Sorry about that. She had to go a little bit early, but I think you guys got the gist of everything. I hope you enjoyed her being here, and me doing this for you guys. Next time, see you, Jason. All right, brother. Thank you, man. I appreciate it. Excuse me. Thank you, man. Thank you. I appreciate it. You did well, sir. Smack and run. Hug him. Yeah, yo, man, I want some hugs, man. Dang, I want some hugs. Yo, man, again, follow, hit the like, subscribe, do all that good stuff. Spread the word. You know, we are doing this to spread knowledge, spread love, spread motivation to everybody. Follow me on there. Hit that link, and it'll hit you to all the other social media sites. Follow Robot Giggles on her social media sites. Beautiful person. Appreciate her coming through. You see the love, you see the communication. It's all love. It's all about uplifting people. Knowledge, throwing knowledge at one another. That's how we always do when we come in here and when we do these streams. Driving your car, have your hand out. Bam. Next time I'm a driller with the cues though. Oh man, you crazy. The gamer G440 gal. I'm a mod. Oh, you're a mod of hers. Okay, gal. Oh, okay. Blessings. I'm sorry about that. I'll let her know. She was a little bit in a rush. So I appreciate you coming through, gamer G. Sorry you got to miss it, but if you click the link that I just put up, I'm gonna put this version up on YouTube. I'm gonna put this also on SoundCloud and iTunes so you guys could hear it. I always do that, just in case people, everybody has lives, everybody's doing something, you might miss it. So I always put up a video on demand. I put it in audio version and I put it in the video version, so you could catch it there to everybody here and everybody in the stream. So again, I appreciate all the love. I appreciate everybody coming through. Blessings to all of you guys. And he ain't joking. Yeah, I know he ain't joking. So hold him back. You said y'all guys are silly, man. All right, guys, I'm gonna wrap it up here. I'm gonna put the baby to bed. Yeah, that's about it. I don't think I have to plug in anything else. I don't have to plug in any more links. No, that's about it. So like I said again, guys, blessings. Please hit the follow, please hit the subscribe, please hit the like, hit everything, click on everything that you can. Click that link, so if you didn't catch this live, you'll catch the video on demand on YouTube, or you could catch it on iTunes, catch it on SoundCloud, catch it on podcast, catch it on any site that I got it on. Man, I miss the old you. Yo, y'all silly, man. All right, guys, take it easy, man. I'm out of here.
To hold our heads up high and beat the drums to what we love. Risk the following. when the curtain falls. Risk it